Welcome to the Weekly Social, folks. Everything Katy, Fulshear, Richmond, Texas. Today we have Frank Irfan with us with Texas Inspections. Thanks for coming out, Frank.
Thanks so much for having me, Richard. And I was
Yeah.
waiting for this one for a long time. And thanks for finally we are together.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, a little bit about me. I am by my background, by education, I'm an engineer. I did a professional engineering from environmental engineering from Canada.
Oh, wow.
When I came here, then I want to have my own freedom of time. I don't want 9 to 5 anymore. So for almost 11 years back, I started this company, and now I have a multi inspectors, a multilingual
Okay.
as well.
Engineering background. That's
Yes.
very interesting.
Yes.
So you doned the corporate world and went to
No.
entrepreneurship.
I'm done with AutoCAD. Actually, when I was in there and I was 9 to 5, sitting in the cabin doing AutoCAD and drawings and stuff, I feel like this is not me. By nature, I'm an entrepreneur by nature. So I think
Okay.
I should go for my business something.
So you found your passion.
Yes. When I was there, like I was studying whole life for engineering and stuff, I figured it out. Okay, I'm an
Okay.
entrepreneur by nature.
What attracted you to home inspections?
Okay.
Because that's a unique skill set.
It is
and
unique
it's
set.
very crucial and important for what we do.
That's correct. That's right. So first of all, my background in engineering education. Second, then recession came. My engineering, like I was laid off. Then I started my construction company, construction, like renovation stuff in Canada.
Okay.
When I came here, I said can do this, but this weather is hot weather. I don't want to do this kind of construction work. So I said I was doing a report writing, already dealing with the city, and I said this is more easier. And I already have experience and background for engineering and the construction. So it gives
Okay.
me very much easy confidence, like this is I can do better.
So rather than constructing and building
Yes.
it, you're just making sure that people get a higher quality finished product
correct.
with the inspections.
Yes.
So you're still part of it,
Yes,
but you're looking
But
out
I'm-
for the client's best interest.
that's correct. Yes, I'm not doing myself, but I'm helping them to get the right stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it. What areas of town do you specialize? I mean, is there like a target area that you farm? Or are you all over the city?
But we are just like you guys. Like you don't have a target areas, we don't have a target areas. Houston and surrounding cities, wherever you want is, we follow your steps. You want me
Sure.
to go to the Woodlands, Conroe, we can go there. You can go Sealy, you can go up to Sealy, you can go Galveston as well.
Oh, wow.
If you want us to Baytown or further down, even I went to a couple of times to Beaumont as well. It
Wow.
is depending on that if they're paying me trip charges. I
Sure.
don't mind to go wherever you want me to
It's
go.
hard to drive 2 hours one way
Yes,
for a couple hours worth of work and then 2 hours
that's
back
true.
one way.
That's
so.
true. Yeah, but sometimes I have a very favorite realtors, and I cannot say no to them. Okay,
Sure.
sure, definitely, we'll do it.
That happens sometimes in our
It
industry.
is. It is. Yes.
So, what's one of the craziest things that you've seen while doing an inspection?
Crazy in the manner of
Or
like,
strangest, weirdest, or just something that took you by surprise?
Yes.
Welcome, Jake.
Hello. Just want to sneak in here real quick. Priscilla's
Jake.
not here, but I'll be
Oh,
our
yeah.
substitute again.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right. So, but surprises are kind of them, especially you remember when you're doing inspection right after Harvey, and house is pretty much closed, and like in lots of water after the water and it's flooding. I can see the couple of times I've seen the snakes.
Oh, wow.
Snake. I was walking around normally doing inspection. I sat on the CC in my living room. A snake is walking around. I said, but that's scary. And recently, my inspector he found it like a pier and beam home, and just moving the stones to check the termites, and he found out the snake like a big like what do you call that? The big snakes.
Anaconda?
Anaconda? No, it's not an anaconda thing, but it's a pretty big snake. I have
Like a
videos.
ball python or something?
Python, yes.
A python.
A
Wow.
snake nonetheless. So
Yes, and
I
he
am
was-
not a fan of snakes, man. The only
So
good
it
snakes
was
is dead
good.
snake.
And one of my inspector, he was doing inspection, and they had a lake behind, and they found alligator in the.
An alligator.
Yes, it come on. They said like, good thing the seller was there and told like, okay, man, be careful. They could be alligators coming to your house. He said okay. So these are surprises that happen, especially.
Well, we have an alligator park in Fort Bend County. I mean, just south of here. I mean,
Really?
Yeah.
there is gators that run around
Yes,
here.
he's told me like the seller told that like it came from the. They have a bio on the back of the house.
Correct.
They walk in there and not going back anyway. So it was there. But we told them make sure they are not there before they close the house and they
Sure.
get rid of that.
Ideally, yeah.
Yes.
No surprises. I have a quick question.
Yes.
I've noticed you guys have this cool like thermal camera.
Yeah, it's called the infrared thermal scan.
Yeah, what is that? I'll
Okay.
just try and show you guys here. It's like a cool little
Thermal
kind of like a
skin.
gun kind of thing.
Yes.
Have you ever seen one of these?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Richard is more senior. He knows all the stuff, ups and down industry. But remember when I started the inspection like 11 years back, we don't have these all gadgets and all the tools. We go check by naked eyes, visual inspection, obviously. But now we have tools. This is the infrared scanning. So what we can find extra, we can see what is behind the walls. If any something moisture behind the walls, obviously we are not allowed to open the walls behind the walls, but we can go behind the wall with the scanning. We can check the temperature difference, if any moisture existing there, or any leaks in the walls, which will eventually you will see in a couple of weeks after the leak. So we can catch it up, and you can right now we can notice that, and you can,
And you can
give
see
attention.
animals maybe.
Oh, you can see the
Yeah.
rodents too.
That's actually pretty smart. Yeah,
Yes.
that's pretty cool.
And also you can see the missing insulation or any arcing or sparking in the electrical panels too.
Awesome.
You,
Yeah.
you need
Saves
to
a lot
know
of time.
how to read the thermal imaging.
Yeah.
A lot of people will read it and they'll interpret it the wrong way. Like when you shoot a roof or whatever, they'll be like, "Oh, well, there's holes in my roof." No, those are nails. They're hotter than the
That's
rest
true.
of the roof.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
it happens
yeah.
too. You have to be more educated. It's all experience. We can
Right.
tell what is going on.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the oldest home you've ever inspected?
One was 1929.
1929. Was there a lot of problems with that home? Or
And a good thing that was updated, so like
Okay.
upgraded, and they
Yeah.
have done some of it. Okay, 1929. If you're not upgrading, it's not staying there anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
keep doing something, but it's pretty good in shape. Yeah.
Well, when it comes to older homes, if you maintain them, a lot of them were built very well.
That's true.
And then if you look at the effective age of the home versus the actual age, if they take care of it like you said,
Yes.
that home might have been built in the 20s, but it could also feel like a home that was built 10 years ago,
Exactly.
effective age-wise.
Right.
Yeah, even they have recent upgrades, especially in the Edo. If you go on the Edo side,
Oh, yeah.
East side, they have lots of updates, and they are selling, especially in the sunny side area too. But these
Which
are the good
Edo is east to downtown.
Yes. Yeah, east of downtown.
Which that's a very vibrant, growing area.
is,
Lots
it
of
is.
townhomes. I've done a ton of business with Uptown.
Yes.
I'm sure you're familiar with that builder.
Yes, I live in uptown, so.
Oh, do you? Okay, great.
So it's not. It's kind of my area. There are lots of developments going on the Heights area and east of downtown, and also I have seen lots of in the Seal area where we do the septic and water well inspections.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So
Typically, you got to find somebody local in those areas to
Yeah.
do septic and aerobic systems and all that.
Yes.
You guys do that.
yes, we do
That's,
septic and
that's
aerobic.
huge.
Yes, and even that's why I call them a one-stop shop. People said, "How a one-stop shop?" We have we do mold inspection as well. So especially now that the
Okay.
lenders sometimes ask you if the appraiser come and they see any smell or mildew, they ask, "Okay, you should go for mold inspections." We do all mold inspections.
Which you do the air samples, is that
We
correct?
do air sample with
And then
air
you
quality.
send it to the lab?
Yes.
Okay.
So we make two reports. One is our visual report, and one is a lab report. And on the bend on the assessment, put together, and then make a proper report. Tell them what's going on.
What's the turnaround time for the lab reports?
Lab report is 24 to 48 hours.
That's fast.
Yes, other than because before they have we have to mail them, but now they have labs here,
Okay.
so that's a good thing. And other than if it is not a weekend they are closed.
If it's not a what?
weekend,
A weekend.
Oh, weekend.
Yeah, they're
they
not
are
gonna
closed.
work on the weekend.
Yes, labs don't want to work, but we are
No.
working 7 days.
Right.
We have the curse of retail. We work while everybody else is off.
Yes,
And on the holidays too.
yeah.
Yes.
I want to
Yeah.
ask. So, what would be your most memorable experience? You think, other than the alligators and the snakes? obviously, what would be?
Well, I remember that when started, we used to walk on the roofs, all like in single story or even not too much steep, like in 2x12 or 4x12 roof. We are walking, and I like enjoying, especially in the nice weather. I go on the roof and make videos, and I say
Oh.
I'm on the roof,
Yeah.
I'm watching this. So I enjoying that time. But right now we have a drone, and even new inspector, they don't even have experience to go on the roofs. So that was amazing to do walk on the roof and do inspection there.
Yeah, that's good for social media as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's-
I can say, okay, man, I am the guy who go on the roof.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a cool flip.
Yes.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, it
But
was
yeah,
fun.
alligators, snakes, anything other crazy animals or
I just the smell. Sometimes we feel in the attic, and yes, spiders. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I was walking very old house. It's closed for a couple of years, and I can see all the webs around when I go in the attic. and really big spiders. I don't know the name, but black and stuff.
spiders,
scary ones.
nonetheless.
Scary ones,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Not the regular tiny ones, but really big ones.
Yeah.
So I made a video. You should have it on my YouTube channel.
Oh,
You
really?
can find them. You can look at that. Be careful when you're walking, especially houses which are like a haunted houses, kind of. They closed from a long time. Be careful, especially after the flood season. Be careful when you go to the house that are closed for a couple of months or a year or so. Yeah.
Well, and people think like if they go to travel to Europe or something, they can just turn off the utilities to save money and all that. You can't do that.
No.
AC
really
stands for air conditioning. You're
No.
conditioning the house, and it has to be
Right.
at a certain temperature. Otherwise, you're going to do damage to the house, correct?
Yes, yeah, you can see the cracks coming around because the houses are pretty sealed and closed. Now you can see the cracking, and because the expansion and contraction is very normal in the houses, and you can see the cracks just because you are not leaving the AC on. There is at least 78 is a number or 80 is a number. You can keep it around, leave it running. Or I would recommend to add on the what you call the dehumidifier,
Oh,
just in case.
Dehumidifier?
Yes.
Right, because
It
it's
works
so
too.
humid.
Yes.
And those are nice to have, like
Yes,
Galveston
good to have it.
or
Galveston areas, yes, more.
Or even
Especially
still
more,
in
more.
Houston.
When you have more humid, yes. It's good to have it. Yeah, water I should recommend to turn off when you're leaving for the vacation.
Yeah.
Turn off the water, but never turn off the HVAC system.
Well, but you still have to water your yard.
Oh yeah.
Not in the winter, yeah.
Well, not in the winter. Yeah. If you're
Yes.
traveling over
Yes,
the
I
winter
have seen that
holidays.
the water is the worst thing, and you can think about anything else. Water damage is the worst damage.
It is.
Yeah.
So shutting
Then
it
your
off
house is wet.
at the main during the cold months if you're traveling,
Yes.
that makes sense.
Yes, true.
Yeah. And some homes are a nightmare. Like we were walking some properties
Yeah, I've seen that.
a couple days ago, and
Yeah.
I was just surprised to see like, wow, some homes like need a lot of work, and they're still new homes too. Like you'd be surprised how much damage, or how things aren't even built correctly.
Well,
On new
we were in
homes.
a home that was 2 years old,
Yeah,
but the
2
wear and tear looked 10 plus years on the house.
Must be tenant living there.
Oh, yes. It was an
Yes.
investment property.
See, I can tell, yes. Because we do the inspection for the new built homes as well. So I
Okay.
always recommend to encourage do the new home and also do the warranty inspection before the warranty expires. It's 11-month
The
inspection.
11-month inspection.
Yeah, so you make sure everything is good.
Multi-phase on the new build if you can.
Multi-phase, yeah. That's very good as well.
A lot of builders don't want to release the product until it's drywalled.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of that.
No, builders are always discouraged to do the inspection, by the way. They said, okay, we are having a salesperson, we have our inspector. They don't actually. They have a salesperson and people who take care of themselves.
Well, who's paying the inspector? Who does the inspector work for?
Yeah, buyer.
It's not the client.
Of course.
Well, I'm talking about the builder's inspector.
Oh, yes, yeah, for the builder.
So that,
yes.
that nonpartisan third-party inspector
Yeah.
is actually employed by the builder.
That's true.
And yeah, granted, they're going to do a good job to a certain level,
Yeah.
but they represent the builder. You really need to have your own inspector.
Yes.
Because that's your eyes. And he works for you.
Yes.
They want to save money, I guess. So
No, it is not worth to save $400-500 when you are having a $500,000 home.
right.
So I just try to educate the buyers.
You're thousands ahead.
Yeah.
Every time I do a multi-point inspection, we get more stuff fixed for free
That's
with
true.
the builder than what it actually costs to hire the inspector. Now, bear in mind, if you don't catch it
Yes.
with your own inspector,
Yes.
those problems are going to resurface sooner or later, and it's typically after warranty.
Yes.
And then you pay for it out of pocket. So spend the money up front is my advice. Hire
As
the
always.
inspector.
Don't shoot yourself in the foot.
Yes.
No, don't be cheap.
Yeah, you can say that my father is a contractor. So I know that no, father is a contractor, but inspector's eyes are different. We follow the SOPs and track SOPs as well. So there's a difference if you have contractor eyes and inspector's eyes are totally different.
Well, I mean, what's the old adage? Hammer it till it fits, paint it till it looks good.
Yes.
Frank doesn't look at it like that.
No,
That's a contractor set of eyes.
Right.
yeah, it is. It's totally different. Contractors, everything is a problem for them. But for us, we are unbiased. We can tell this is a problem or this is not. How big the problem is. The contractor makes everything is a big problem.
I can see that. Yeah.
So that's why we could tell them we are not the deal breakers. That's a big thing we tell. We are educators, we educate the buyers,
Yeah.
but don't make the deal.
Well, and there's some stuff that you're just going to see, and is it an issue? It could or couldn't be. Like, I always see dielectric grease for the fuse panel boxes.
Yes.
and I always see double lugging on the fuse panel boxes.
Yes, white
but in the
wipes.
grand scheme of things,
It's a minus, yeah.
I mean, yes, it has to be called out.
Yeah.
But then there's a lot of times that the electrician or whatever comes in and goes, no, this is how the manufacturer specifies that we install it. So which way do you go? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. These are some minor things, but sometimes there are only codes, or sometimes codes are updated.
They change.
They
Correct.
change, but not all the codes need to be changed. Like in a house built in 1960s, and you don't need to change all the code, but some safety codes, like a GFCI need to be
GFCIs,
replaced.
yeah.
Some kind of a thing which are safety codes that obviously need to be updated, but not everything is. So we know what to write down the report, what not to be. Sometimes we have some recommendation and some safety issues and some red flags. So we separate our comments, so it's not scary. Like if it's a whole red, then it'll be more scary. So we try to make it balanced.
So you do a summary at the end of your
Yeah,
report.
summary at the end.
That's
I
great.
can see blue and red. So again, peace of mind.
So when I read the summaries, that's the stuff that the inspectors most important that really needs to be addressed.
That's true.
A lot of the other stuff is just paint and caulk in the grand scheme
Yes,
of things. It's a
that's
rotten
right.
piece of wood or
Yeah. Yeah,
whatever.
sometimes the buyer can just see the 50 pages report, they get scared. But tell them, no, these are pictures.
Yeah.
You have to, just to educate you, that's what we see in the pictures, and have some proof up there.
But liability-wise, you have to call out
Yes.
any and everything that you
Everything,
find and
yes.
see.
Yes, everything is covered other than cosmetics.
Yeah.
Minus the majors will be in the report. Yeah.
Right.
Foundations. Do you guys do like foundation inspections, or do you just recommend having a foundation company come out, or
But there are different ways, different things. First of all the cracks are not the foundation cracks. Have to keep in mind, and when you see the crack, don't get scared of the crack. We have to have some expert to make sure. Like we do the inspection, again, it's a visual inspection. We can see from the eyes, you can see the crack. Then I have to find further proofs.
you're going to see
Yes.
minor cracks in a garage? You are.
Yes.
Fissures,
That's a
I
heaving.
think is what they call that.
It's a heaving, it's a drying process,
Right.
and you can see that if the crack is not, if the quarter is not good, there's a pretty simple rule: is quarter is not going.
The coin quarter.
Yeah.
If you can fit a quarter in it, that's a
That's-
problem.
that's the
I've been
problem.
told that as
Okay.
well.
Yes, but now we have a tools like, and we have a foundation check with digital level. Maybe you have seen the zip level,
Oh,
the other
yeah.
stuff. We can check the elevation, and we can be more unbiased. So we have make sure, like, is it really the problem or not?
And there's no 100% flat one all the way across. You
no.
can't. It's
No,
impossible.
there is an acceptable range, 0.2 or something. It's a range. With acceptable range, you can say, okay, is that?
Inch and a half is what I've been told over
Yes.
the years.
I have
'Cause
seen
it's
inch and a
just-
half is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you get past that,
Yes.
then you need to
Yeah.
get somebody to
Yeah,
look
then
at
we
it.
say the further evaluation by structural engineer. We never say go by the foundation company, because again, foundation company, you can tell they are.
They want to sell foundation
Of
repairs.
course, yes.
We're a structural engineer, non-biased opinion.
Obviously.
He comes out
Yeah.
and makes the statements.
Yes, true.
A couple of the things that I've learned over the years, and I am not a licensed inspector by any means,
Yeah.
but I've gone through hundreds and hundreds of reports,
I know.
is typically if you look at the doors and windows where they come together at the 90 degree, if it cracks going at a 45, that's typically a
Yeah,
telltale
there are a couple of
sign.
rules. Like if you can see diagonal cracks in the breaks or in the walls by the
Right.
windows and doors, there are more possibility of the foundation crack.
More
Suspected, yeah.
susceptible.
Susceptible, yes.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yes, you can see that his house is okay. If you're walking with the buyer, if they see the cracks, don't worry about that. We have inspectors to make you confirm.
Say that again. So if it's at a 90-degree angle,
Like where the doors jams and the
Yeah.
windows come together at 90 degrees.
right, and you see a crack at a 45
If you
degree
see a
angle,
crack going up at a 45,
Yeah.
you need to get an inspector to look at that.
and that's just a stress
That's typically a telltale sign that there's a problem with the foundation,
Foundation.
with the foundation of the.
Yeah.
of a home.
Okay.
The vertical and horizontal cracks are not most probably not the foundation cracks.
When they go straight
Sometimes.
up and down, that's typically settling.
Settling, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I never.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
not
when I
So
say
when
we have to
people
go very
sideward-
deep. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Well, and you are going to see cracks in every house.
Yeah.
Houses, in going back to your 11-month inspection, that house has to cycle for the year. It has to go through all 4 seasons.
That's true. Yeah,
Because
that's
it's
the
going to
reason.
heat up, it's going to contract with the different elements of the weather.
Yes.
It's like a living
Expansion
thing
and
almost.
contraction, yes.
It does.
Right.
So once you cycle the house, typically most of the cracks and stuff that you're going to see from the new house is done within the first 11 months, and then you want to have the builder come back in, do the touch-ups and all that.
Right.
But before you do that, call Frank, have him come out and do an inspection, because if there's anything that can be caught under warranty,
Yes.
because most homeowners warranties are what we call 1-2-10s, which is 1 year everything, 2 year mechanicals, 10-year foundation structure.
Yes. So yeah, that's why we call that it's good to have it, because you are living in there. You already know some problems. We said whatever you have seen and whatever we have seen, we put together and make a report, and it's a legal document, and builder have to fix it.
Right.
Yeah. So it is always very important to have 11-month warranty inspection.
Right. It's documented. It's dated. It's
Yes.
not he said, she said. It's no,
Yes.
here's the inspection report from a licensed
It's
inspector.
like a case file, almost kind of you billing okay, and you can hold everything accountable, I guess, right?
Well, and you can also take it in reference back to the original inspection report, or if you did the multi.
Yes.
And if you have a reoccurring problem, now you have a track record of it as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, the track
That's a good
record,
thing.
that's
The
what
first time inspection before you move in, before walk-in, and then you have 11-month warranty inspection, and you can we can see the comparison are different. It came before or after.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
I want to ask you. So, what inspired you to come into the home inspection business? What made you
But
want to start doing that?
construction experience, I do flipping and buy and hold as well.
Oh, okay.
So this all the love with the real estate
Right.
industry and the engineering background, because I'm an engineer by education. So I was writing reports already. Report writing was my experience and savvy with that. So I said, okay, instead of doing construction, I prefer to have a home inspection.
Right.
And I know one day I can build my team. We have maybe expanding in the different cities.
That's what
one
we were
day.
talking about as well.
One day maybe can be franchise too.
Yeah.
I hope to.
Right.
Yes, we have an opportunity to expansion when you have a business.
Right. Well, I've seen your social media. It all looks really great. I think you
I'm
just
trying
be consistent with it.
Yeah.
You know,
The social media is important. I have to be consistent. Yes.
Right. And make it, entertaining, because that's like the standard nowadays. That's what we were talking about earlier. There's a standard on social media for being
that my water?
entertaining. And yeah, this is your water right here. How can you make real estate and home inspections entertaining but professional at the same time? That's what we were.
Like,
I saw
talk
some of your
about.
Halloween social media
Yeah,
reels.
those
which
are
I
You saw
thought,
that?
"Oh, was great.
Yeah, and following the
That's
trends.
the only
How can you-
time I can find something funny, because I'm trying to be every day. I have lots of Halloween parties. So I was trying to have new dressing and what do you call that, costumes. So I was trying to have something funny, because the inspection and the real estate inspection is more dry stuff. Like we are very serious kind of engineering thing. It's a boring dry stuff. So I was trying to bring how to make it more like a lighter, more and
Right.
more. People can watch it. You can see that. I can with educating the people with in the humorous ways more easier.
Right.
People can remember that.
That's
Stick in
what
the mind.
That's what we
So
want to try to do.
I will always trying to find something new and trying to figure out. If you check my TikTok, I have some TikToks as well.
Are you dancing?
Yeah, you saw that.
Oh, were you? I don't know.
Yeah, kind of a dancing, like more funny ones.
That's the trends.
Yeah,
How
if you
can-
see my TikTok, I have my funny side as well. My
Right. But yeah,
Do
it
it.
needs to be entertaining, because
Yeah,
you have
it
about
is.
2 seconds to make an impression.
Yeah,
and it's not
everybody-
entertaining.
everybody's
People
facing,
don't want to watch.
Oh, they swipe.
yeah,
I mean, you have a split second to capture that person, or they're off to the next one.
exactly.
So
And it's also really hard to follow the trends with your business. What's trending on social media, and how can you make that
Compare it with that.
how
Your
can you
estate.
make it compatible with what you're doing with your
Yes.
business? It can be very tricky, depending on the trend, obviously.
Right.
yeah, I mean, he's paid to find problems. We're paid to solve problems.
Yes. I know the buyers come, you guys come when everything is like a beautiful, cosmetic, amazing, lovely house, and we are like an ugly side of the house.
Yes.
We bring the ugly side of the house. Okay, wait a minute before you buy the house. We are here to tell you it is really a good house, or it is really like we can find the problem. So we can tell the bad stories, what's going on. Actually, we are educating, telling what you're buying. So sometimes people think it's a red flag. It's the pass and fail. There is no pass and fail in the home inspection, by the way. It is just educating what you're buying. So you make your mind, you want to continue with that or you don't want to continue with
Right. Well, and some of it can be a future to-do list.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, as of right now, all this stuff's fine, but in the near future, you're going to want to keep an eye on this, and this.
Yes.
So it also gives you a roadmap
Yes.
to help maneuver after you own your house as well,
And then how
so
much
there's no
Okay.
surprises.
And
Yeah.
how much it's going to cost later to do it.
Yeah, so you can budget for replacement. Like, I can see roof is 10 years old. I can say maybe 5 more years and you have to budget for replacement. Same thing for AC system. We can see, okay, the manufacturing year, the average life of 12 to 15 years.
Yeah.
If the AC is close to 10 or 12, you can say, okay, budget for replacement. It looks good, working fine, but you need to budget for replacement maybe next year or 2 years. But keep in mind, this is future
Right.
expenses
And
coming
that's what
in.
I love about real estate. Everything's different. Every
Yeah.
experience is different. No house is the same. It's
Yeah.
got different problems constantly. No
Yeah.
person is the same, right? Different solutions that need to be brought to the table to fix things, or if things don't need to be fixed. But yeah, I want to actually talk more about you actually, real
Like
quick.
what?
Like I believe you're from India, right?
I'm from Pakistan.
Pakistan, right?
Yeah, we look same.
Yeah,
We speak same accent.
kind of the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess also another question I wanted to ask is what made you want to come to Houston to start doing this?
Well, I from Pakistan and I moved to the Canada to get my skill engineering degree. And
what
when
part of Canada were you in?
I was in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Winnipeg. Okay. Wow. That's a huge snowmobile racing
Total
town.
opposite, yes.
Snowmobile racing?
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
we had it. Yes.
It's an international race. People from all over the world go there to race.
I know, yeah.
It's
We are-
it's a 500 or 1,000 mile race or something. It's a grueling
Yeah,
race.
you're the type of guy to know that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
You race
you been to there before?
Huh?
Have you been to the racing? Snowmobile?
Well, back in the early 90s, I raced for Team Polaris.
Okay.
And Polaris is
Wow.
one of the world's largest manufacturers of snowmobiles.
All right.
But I raced their watercraft division is what I did. So
okay.
Oh yeah, you did race
Yes.
powerboats. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, we have 10 months cold winter there. And
10 months of winter.
yes, and 6 months of snow. At least snow starts from the October and goes up to the May, June. That's it. So I have snow. And minus 45. People don't know what's a minus 45.
Oh, that's cold.
Centigrade.
That's
Yeah.
bone chilling.
that is when I came here. It's totally opposite.
Hopefully you didn't come in August.
yeah, yeah. I came a couple of times. I visited here. My family was in New Orleans. My sister lives there, so I see.
Okay.
I like the weather because I brought up in the hot weather, warm weather, extreme, same so we feel like home for me.
Okay.
So that's why it's okay.
Actually, I
This
have a
is good.
question. So, what season of the year would you say puts the most stress on a home? The heat or the cold? At least for here in Houston, would it be the heat and humidity that would put the most stress on?
Humidity, especially June, July, when the raining season, when the flood season, that is the worst time. Good termites develops, mold develops.
Right.
So you have to be very careful. The maintenance things are very important, especially in these months. Now the winter is coming, and people. The problem over here is that people are not aware of the winter maintenance over here. So you have
Yes.
seen a lot of sprinkler problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, every year because winter comes for 1 or 2 days. The extreme minus
Yes.
goes and it bursts all the pipes. So you have to be. That's why I make my videos on YouTube at how to maintain, how to winterize your sprinkler system, how to winterize your pipes, how you winterize your hose pipes, and people are
It
just
takes you
waiting.
5 minutes.
And
Yeah.
people still don't do it.
They still don't do
and
it.
they
No.
spend
Hundreds of
tens
dollars.
Yes,
Yes,
yes. So winter maintenance is very important because people are saying it's not a winter. Again, this is only for 1 month, and especially extreme is for a couple of days. It's first January or close to that.
Well, people that come from like Canada to here, they think that our houses are built at the same level that they are in Canada.
Yeah, it's not.
They're not.
No, totally.
So-
In the New York houses, our north houses are totally different. They have basements, and they are definitely they're more sealed, more for an environmental point of view. Because I was having
The
a house-
insulation,
Insulation is
it-
different.
totally
Stronger.
different.
It is
right.
totally different. Yes. So these houses are totally different. Yes.
And I'm assuming more of the inspections during the rainy season are a lot more detailed because
Yes.
there might be more.
That's good when people say that okay, it's raining. You still want to go for inspection. It's rain tomorrow. You are scheduled. You want to go. I say it's better to have a rain so you can see any leaks coming from the roof. We can check it out. We don't mind to walk in the rain outside. We have a rain jackets and everything. My inspectors are not worried. I'm not scared as well. I love rain. So and
not
I
gonna
can
melt?
I'm not gonna melt. I'm not a salt.
I would say that's also the best time to host open houses is when it rains. That way, if there is a problem for
Yeah.
us, we could also see, oh, there's roofs leaking.
And it's serious buyers. If they're out in the rain looking
Yes,
at homes,
that's what's nice.
they are serious buyers.
They are very serious buyers. I know.
That's right.
Yeah, I go to mostly open houses, and when try to educate them when I go to open house, I see that okay, let me look at the house. Any minor things, I educate the sellers. Okay, just fix this crack. Just fill up the caulking ceiling.
Right.
And the buyers, sometimes first time buyer, they're scared of the minor cracks. But these minor cracks are just the caulking.
It's
ceiling.
settling. It's cosmetic.
Yeah, it's settling.
Yeah, it's
So some sellers don't know how to do it. That's why it's a pre-listing inspection is very important. It can help you save your time and the buyer's time as well.
Also, for when we go look looking for homes and we're bringing people to go show homes,
Yeah.
it's also a good time to bring them while it's raining, so that when we show homes and people we show them through
I don't
homes,
want
they
to-
can see whether or not it's
I don't
it's
know
leaking
who
or
still
not, because
Well, and you can see the drainage, whether it's
Right.
working
That's
or not.
true. Yeah.
right, because I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, it's raining, I don't want to go look at homes today. No, that's perfect time to go do it because you can see what problems they may
Yeah. Lots of flowers you can find on there.
Well, if they want to connect with you, what is the best way for them to connect with you and your company, Frank?
Yes, there are so many ways. You just have to remember my name, Frank Irfan, and you can post on the Google. You can find me, or my company name, Texas Inspection Professionals. Just put on Google and you can find me. You can find me on the Facebook. You can find me Instagram. You can find me in TikTok or wherever the social media post or YouTube. You can find me. But my phone number is 832-301-9943. Frank Irfan, and you can find me in there.
IFRAN. It's,
No, IRFA.
right.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, I know. That's why I have my nickname is Frank. I said people call me Frank, Frankie, whatever you want me to call me, I'm okay. As long as you have my name in the right way. If you can say Irfan, I love you say Irfan.
Yes.
But if you cannot say Irfan, don't say that the wrong way.
Yeah, and Frank's very avid in the real estate community. We've
Yes.
crossed paths numerous times over the years at multiple different events and stuff. A lot of people are what I call stealth people. They're in our industry, but you have no idea.
That's right.
Where you're very active,
I'm trying.
you're always out trying to help educate agents, be a part of the stuff that's going on in our industry, trying to make it better for everybody else as well. So I just want to say thank you for doing that, Frank.
Yeah, thank you so much because you guys are helping me to grow. We have no industry, we have no school to teach us. You guys have lots of training in schools, but we learn from experience. That's what I teach. I hire inspectors. We start from the school, and then I teach. I'm a kind of a school for new inspectors as well.
Yeah.
So I know there is no industry to teach us. There is no schools to teach us after when we are out from the school. When you get this license, you are just don't know what to do. So
Kind of like real estate. I mean, there is some mentoring and coaching programs out there.
yeah.
But a lot of that you have to buy, and a lot of agents don't choose to do that. So
Yes.
I think experience is just the best thing. Just going and doing it.
Absolutely.
You can learn all you want watching videos, but if you don't go actually do it.
And one more thing, we don't have a direct connection with the buyers, so we need to inspectors need to educate the realtors. So you guys can educate the buyers what is the importance of the home inspection. So we always encourage, please educate the buyers and what is inspection, or don't buy cheap, don't go to cheap inspector. Add on these things depending on the condition of the house.
Termite, if it's got pool, if it's got an aerobic system, all that needs to be, anything that needs to be inspected should be inspected. That's my professional opinion, because you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
So there's two benefits of them. People say why we need inspection, but especially the benefit of inspection is that you have a negotiation tool. You can negotiate,
Correct.
and you can see what you want to buy. But you're buying, you know that.
Well, and if you're under the option period,
Yeah.
if you can't come to terms, you can exit out. You don't
Yeah.
have to worry about the problem.
can back off easy,
You
yep.
move on.
Yes. So you're under $400-500, and you have peace of mind. You're buying a peace of mind. So
Which can save you thousands in the future.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes, or more.
Well,
Tens
yeah,
of thousands, hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, I have seen the foundation problem like in $15,000 to repair it. If you don't go on inspection, obviously you are paying eventually later on. Same for the roof, or same for the AC.
Don't risk it.
Yeah,
No.
don't risk it. That's what I'm saying. Don't risk it.
I do want to talk about the donation drive a little bit. Do that.
Yeah. We'll wrap that up real quick.
Yeah, the charity donation drive for Boys and Girls Country, guys. Please donate. Every dollar counts.
Yep. Every year we do a fundraiser for CAPS Animal Shelter,
Yes.
as well as Boys and Girls Country. There is QR codes on there. All you got to do is click on it or scan it with your phone. We will be pushing that out today across social media. Click on the links. You have it drop shipped to us. We deliver it, and it all goes to charity. We 100% of whatever you're donating goes either to the animal shelter or the Boys and Girls Country
we
Orphanage
don't-
for the kids.
We don't take anything. It just
no.
goes right to the donation.
So,
Okay, no worries. I'm going to be part of it. I'm going to donate.
Perfect.
oh, you're the best. Thank you.
Yes, anything you're doing for the community, I love to be part of it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good.
Anything we can. Any final thoughts? Any final questions?
Any closing statement you want to make, Frank, before we
first-
wind it down?
Yeah, just want to say thank you so much, and never say no for the home inspection.
Yes.
Yes, especially new homes.
Yes.
It's crucial. That's typically the ones that are the thickest that I get are the new home, not the resales, because the owners take care of homes. Where the builders, just a bunch of contractors running in and out of the house.
And they're trying to save money.
Yep, they are.
Take shortcuts. So, yeah, do your inspection.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Thanks
Thank
for
you so
watching.
much.